Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. Well, Singy, he's top 5 in strikeouts across the league. Probably the least surprising stat of the day.
When you're mixing pitches like a DJ, fastball, change, sweeper, just spinning hitters into the dirt.
The way opponents have fared against him this season, you'd think the ball was invisible. He's turning at bats into auditions for air guitar.
The Alex Miniak special, for my money, I'll take Jimi Hendrix with Eddie Van Halen as a close second.
On the ground. Handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out. Here's the Giants lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Matt Chapman.
Just really solid numbers. He's coming off of a month where he hit over 350. So when you talk about solid at bats, taking the walks, driving in some runs, he's doing it all right now.
Luis Ariz stands in. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. One out man at first. Willie Adames stands in. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Batting fourth, first baseman Rafael.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Homered last night, added another hit as well.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. When it comes to limiting damage, he's been one of the best in the league. Quite a list he's a part of.
Yeah, but command and movement, that's been his formula all year. He just keeps making things happen.
You don't see hard contact, and you don't see many rallies off him either, Singy.
Yeah, it's a blueprint for dominance, and he's following it perfectly. He's as consistent as any pitcher in the league. Total gamer.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now here is Harper.
Nope. Foul ball.
And foul ball. Harper with a homer in his last game. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Casey Schmidt coming into the game now as the injury replacement. First and second, no outs. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And he grounds one to the right side, but it kicks foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swing and a bouncer. Adames. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's all they'll get. Here comes Real Muto. 3 hits and a loss last night. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Got him. 2 gone now. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Bryce Harper. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Hey! Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Caught him looking for the K. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Phillies on top 2-0. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back at Citizens Bank Park. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. So the San Francisco Giants are off to a good start to the season. Singy, we were talking about them preseason as possible contenders, and so far they look the part.
No doubt, Boog. They're not running away with anything quite yet, but they put themselves in a good position early on. We all know you can't win a World Series in the first 25 games or so, but you can certainly take yourself out of the mix, making it really difficult the rest of the way. Good for them to avoid that.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Wheeler, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. To third, can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Infield knock right there. He was able to beat that one out easily.
So a man at first. And now Bader up to the plate. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Fastball is outside. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Got him. Now 2 out.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in Philadelphia. Well, Singy, we talked at the top of the show about how effective this starting rotation has been. It's still early, but we're not seeing the same dominance today.
Yeah, it just doesn't look quite as crisp in this one. When this staff is locked in, they set the tone early. One shutdown inning can flip that momentum back in their favor, though.
Alec Bohm leading things off and takes a strike. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Towards first. Devers steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Ball, that's out. Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Well, these Giants, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting second, second baseman Casey Schmidt.
Now the number 2 hitter, Casey Schmidt, came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. Swings through that one for strike 2. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to left center. Marsh in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop Trey Turner.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. On the ground to third, and that's just foul.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Singy, it looked like you might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth the challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on strikes, and he lets the plate umpire know it. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. Smoked on the ground to second. In time to Devers. That's out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Rafael Devers. Devers working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Check swing went around. That's strike 1. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Bounce to third. Fires to second for 1. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ramos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Two down, nobody on. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 1-2.
Ball, that's down.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And we're back. What a run it's been for this pitching staff, Singy.
Yeah, you can just see the confidence out there right now. When a staff is rolling like this, Boog, it becomes contagious. Every starter wants to match what the last guy did. Sets the tone for the whole club.
Devers takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Nope, outside.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul ball there. And now it's 1-2. To the right side, Schmidt. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And here comes Alec Boehm. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ground ball right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Phillies down. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Well, these Giants definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
On the ground, right side. Harper takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bader swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Still nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's one away. So digging in, Justin Crawford. He's 0 for 1.
Justin Crawford.
And that misses, and it's 1-0. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The wind to kick the 2-0. Dives, and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
Everything came together for him, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and now the shortstop, Trey Turner.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
That's inside.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce.
Here comes
Harper.
Bryce Harper. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ball 1 to Bryce.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment.
Aye.
The Phils trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Phillies leave a couple. But they hold back at Citizens Bank Park. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So up next,
Leading off
Casey
for the
Schmidt.
Giants, second baseman Casey Schmidt.
Check swing and he went. It's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Willie Adames. His righty-lefty splits there. Left field. And that will fall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
And here is Devers, 1 for 2. To the right side, and that chance handled. The throw to first. Awesome play there.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Here's Matt Chapman.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Gets him to chase after that one.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Oh, that's out.
The Phillies holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top half of the 6th. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss. The high heat too much on that one. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Phillies. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Just missed.
Down.
That's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Gets under it and pops it up. One away. And now it is JT Realmuto. Strike two.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase
Ball one.
if you look down in that area.
And a ball and 2 strikes. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Next for the Phillies.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Hey!
There's a strike. Marsh thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Ball inside.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. This one in the air, center field. Bader on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So one hit is all they get. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Brad Keller, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Yo one. Late swing, foul to the left. The Phils leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. So here's Bader now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Harrison Bader.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Giants,
Jake McCarthy will hit next. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
up next For the Giants, the designated hitter.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
First and second, 2 outs. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground right side, Sosa throws to first in time, and is the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the seventh. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
1-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Just
ball
missed.
3.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. So up next, Justin Crawford.
Left fielder, Justin Crawford.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And it goes just foul. The 0-2. Grounds one to short. Adames throws to first in time.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. So Trey goes down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Keller, in his 8th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
The 1-1. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as the 2